Catus, Maximus here, this time with a little review of the Lisle 80210, not to be confused with 90210. That would be already too similar to a terrible TV show. Anyway, this is a oversized or a heavy duty, they call it a short hose pick, and it's just a heavy duty 1/4 inch shank or 3/16 shank, I always forget. I think it's actually 3/16, but much thicker than a standard O-ring pick. And I guess the one thing that confuses me is I was looking around online, and Lisle, God, you really got to like that packaging. They do talk a lot about all the different things you can use it for, cotter pins, etc. They call it a short nose. They put, what seems weird is they kind of indicate that it may be made in the United States. This is an older one. We can tell, made in 2010. This is in a bargain bin at a auto shop. But if we look here, it says made in China. And I think that's just a little bit disingenuous because they have the country of origin surreptitiously facing downwards so you can't see it. And they don't put the country of origin anywhere on the actual packaging. So you kind of buy this because Lisle is an American company. They're privately owned, and you know, I used to be pretty proud of them, basically because they never sold out. They just continue to remain a private organization and are an American, you know, a traditional American tool company, and have been for decades and still are, kind of like Right Tools. But Lisle is outsourcing or just buying Chinese stuff and then repackaging it. And I think it's just a little disingenuous because people kind of know Lisle as being a, you know, one of those holdout American tool companies that has, you know, stayed true. But what they're doing is they're actually putting Chinese stuff in Lisle packaging, not telling you that it's Chinese here, and hiding the fact when they actually package it. And what kind of got me was when I was looking around at heavy duty hose picks, some other pictures showed up that had the same handle. So a little disappointing, especially when Lisle, it's a Chinese product. The normal retail price, $10 for this thing, which is just, you know, kind of outrageous. If you're going to get a Chinese hose pick, go get the Harbor Freight Pittsburgh heavy duty set. You get like a 7-piece set with 3 heavy duty ones and 4 small ones for $7 or for $10. Anyway, what did attract me to this is the fact that instead of having like a narrow or smaller square handle, this does have you know, a rubber or PTU overmolded handle, and it's really large, has a nice hole through it so you can hang it. You have like these 2 big kind of bulbous areas, which just give you a lot of grip. Those bulbous areas, as we can see, are aligned with that, so you can grab it on the side, get on something, and then be able to get just a, you know, a really good hold on it, a really good handle on the handle, a really good grip on the handle, so you can do twisting things like if you're under a hose, you can kind of rock it back and forth, that type of thing. There are various shapes of these, and so overall I think it's an okay tool. I was just checking, the shank of the pick only goes up to about here. It's not like it goes deep into the handle. So overall I don't think it's a bad tool. I just don't like the fact that Lisle seems to be kind of hiding the fact that they're just repackaging a Chinese product. But other than that, I do like the big handle. A lot of times when you're wrestling with cotter pins and, once again, hoses, not really with O-rings, but, you know, when you're doing higher force and heavier duty operations with a thicker pick like this, it is nice to have a big handle just so you can get a good grip on it and have an easier time manipulating it. So anyway, that's my little review of the Lisle's heavy duty, I guess they call it short, heavy duty short hose pick remover. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Till next time, Catus Maximus out.